Well, environmental health officers in the Daffiama-Bussie-Issa district are relieved after receiving 6 motorbikes from the assembly to improve mobility and sanitation efforts. Previously, officers relied on personal motorbikes due to inadequate transport. District Chief Executive James Waugh presented the bikes to support operations across the zones. Additionally, with support from GIZ, the assembly donated powered tillers, threshers, hand planters and knapsack sprayers to boost agricultural activities.
One major challenge most metropolitan, municipal and districts in the country grapple with in their bid to ensure that their areas of jurisdiction are clean is inadequate transportation services for its staff. The work of these staff is even more critical following the launch of the National Sanitation Day by President Mahama as part of efforts to keep the nation clean. The Daffiama-Bussie-Issa District Assembly has been challenged with the issue of inadequate mobility for its staff to deal with issues of sanitation. To address the concern of the staff, the Daffiama-Bussie-Issa District Assembly, through its Chief Executive, James Waugh, handed over 6 motorbikes to environmental officers in the various zones in the districts to aid in their work.
We think that if we get the officers' motorbikes to be supervising the work, it will go a long way to help. So we've zoned our district into 5, and each officer will be manning one zone. There are other officers that will also be there, so that they can use this to supervise cleaning. What we are also doing differently in our district is that, apart from just the National Sanitation Day, we've asked each zone to always allocate days for specific sections in the area, so that this day we will know that this particular section they are doing cleaning.
Some of the officers expressed joy and excitement over the donation.
Previously, we were using just one motorbike. Let me say 2, but one is grounded. And the one motorbike was woefully inadequate to carry out activities in some communities. We normally deal with communities. We enter communities to do a lot of sensitization and a lot of trainings. But due to the inadequate motorbike, staff were forced to use their personal motorbikes to do community sensitization. But I think with this, it will go a long way. It has reduced the burden.
It will go a long way to improve the sanitation situation and help our people to also have that awareness in their homes about the activities of the environmental health and other actors. We don't work in isolation, we work with other officers in different departments. So we see this as a good gesture to support the unit and to improve our sanitation situation.
James Waugh also moved to the Issa community, where he donated power tillers, threshers, hand planters, and knapsack sprayers as part of support from GIZ. 2 communities, Issa and Boyiri, will benefit from the project. The Daffiama-Bussie-Issa DCE also revealed that as part of the support from the GIZ, they have drilled and mechanized 8 boreholes, constructing 4-number agroforestry for 4 different communities, rehabilitating a dam, and construction of a cold room at Duong.
Issa, as a community, complain about the fact that sometimes they don't get tractors, equipments to help them farm. And so, in the action plan, they chose to help us provide a ripper. Some people call it power trailer, a thresher, and these other equipments to the community. Similar equipment will be given to Boyiri community also, and we are going to do that too today. The same GIZ sponsored the rehabilitation of a dam at Duong, and then the construction of a cold room at the same Duong. Under the GIZ, we've also drilled 8-number mechanized boreholes, and they are all yielding very well.
Bismarck Viatori, speaking on behalf of the Paramount Chief of the Issa Traditional Area, Nayel Kuamba II, whilst thanking the DBI Assembly and the GSZ for the donation, pledged to ensure that they are used resourcefully for the intended purpose for which they were donated for. The motorbikes and the farm equipment are valued at over 500,000 Ghana cedis. Reporting for Joy News, Rafik Salam, Issa.